Okay, this is the last part of the video series in which we do academic words starting with analyze. Now, the reason why we do Frayer models, especially in class, even though right now we're doing it in video, would be to get you to use the word in sentences. If we were in school, you would say it to your partner, hear it from your partner, come up with a sentence together. So even though right now I'm going to give you the definition of the word, this isn't just about, copy it and move on. It's about using the word in lots of different ways. So that was what Frayer models do. Okay. And this has been really good in other years for my students. The words that we use in Frayer models, they kind of remember them for the whole year. And these are academic words. So I'll tell you the definition of it. Copy it in your notes. In the top box of the definition, write verb. So this is an action, something that we do. And the definition is to carefully study something. Write that down or pause the video. Next, after we do the definition, and this is from a dictionary, we do the bottom. We do the examples and synonyms. Okay, so for our first example, should I just go like this? Yeah, I'll just show you all of it. Okay. Synonyms, words that are similar to analyze would be study, right? So like we said, if we want to plug in or replace the word analyze with study, it still works. Before I buy a computer, I need to study the features of my top choices. Investigators are studying the video, I need to analyze the lab results. Do you see how the word or study fits instead of analyze? So that means it's a good synonym. Research would be the same thing, right? I'm going to research the lab results. I'm going to research the computers that I want to buy. So those are synonyms. Whenever you hear the word analyze, you can think in your head, oh yeah, they just mean study or research. Or you can be fancy academic, this beautiful avid student that starts using the word analyze in your own vocabulary, right? Because we're fancy. Okay, next. Something else that you could say is a careful look, right? Write this down in the box. You can see how much writing it's going to be. So if you're writing really big, start writing a little bit smaller so that all of this fits. And then after we do the synonyms or the words, I like to have beautiful sentences that show the meaning of the word. So I chose the sentence about the investigators, right? The investigators analyzed the video of the crime. Or you could change it. You could say the investigators analyzed the crime scene to find more clues. Okay? I don't want baby sentences that are only like 5 words long, and I don't want sentences that include the word but don't explain it. So if I just say, okay, the investigators analyzed, I'm like, okay, what does that mean? It doesn't tell me what, it doesn't, if I don't know the meaning of the word and I hear that sentence, it doesn't help me figure it out. But if you're saying, okay, they analyzed the video to find more clues, I can think, oh, okay, well, they're investigators and they're analyzing, they're trying to find more clues. So I'm guessing that analyzed means blah, 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 right? We want words that help the reader figure out what you're trying to say. And then for the last sentence, this was a sentence my students came up with last year. So they said, after we analyzed the movie, it should have a comma in there. Okay. And I can't type it, but there should be a comma there. After we analyzed the movie, we learned or realized that the Grinch was misunderstood. And it doesn't need a capital there. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So they're like, okay, if you just watch the movie without thinking about it, without studying it carefully, you think that the Grinch is the bad guy. But if you analyze it, if you study it carefully, you're like, oh, this is what happened first. This is what he was doing. Or this is the reason why, we already said that, what was trying to happen or what motivated him. We realized that he wasn't the bad guy, even though the people that don't study it, that don't analyze and take the time to study it, they're going to assume he's just the bad guy. But if you analyze it, you learn more things. So copy all of this in your bottom box, the examples synonym box. I only have 30 seconds. Okay, for non-examples, over here we would put the words that mean the opposite, right? So maybe to rush, if you don't do it carefully, not pay attention, to make up your mind without thinking deeply. All of those are the opposite of analyzing. That's just a person who's lazy and is like, I watched it, that's it, I'm done. You by yourself are going to come up with a visual, a picture, maybe the investigators finding clues, maybe yourself analyzing something. This is the part you do by yourself.